Happiness depends upon ourselves. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Educating the mind without educating. The heart is no education at all. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. The whole is more than the sum of its parts. It is not enough to win a war. It is more important to organize the peace. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. The worst form of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal. A friend to all is a friend to none. The one exclusive sign of thorough knowledge is the power of teaching. Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow-ripening fruit. Dignity does not consist in possessing honors, but in deserving them. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. It is not enough to have a good mind. The main thing is to use it well. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. No great mind has ever existed without a touch of madness. It is the nature of desire not to be satisfied, and most men live only for the gratification of it. The ultimate value of life depends upon awareness and the power of contemplation rather than upon mere survival. The least initial deviation from the truth is multiplied later 1,000-fold. It is not once nor twice, but times without number, that the same ideas make their appearance in the world. The wise man does not expose himself needlessly to dangers, since there are few things for which he cares sufficiently. For the things we have to learn before we can do them, we learn by doing them. A true friend is one soul into bodies. In a democracy, the poor will have more power than the rich, because there are more of them, and the will of the majority is supreme. Man is by nature a social animal. All human actions have one or more of these 7 causes: chance, nature, compulsions, habit, reason, passion, desire. Democracy is when the indigent, and not the men of property, are the rulers. The worst form of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal. The ideal man bears the accidents of life with dignity and grace, making the best of circumstances. What is educated insolence? The aim of the wise is not to secure pleasure, but to avoid pain. At his best, man is the noblest. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living differ from the dead. It is not enough to do good. One must do it in the right way, with the right intentions. Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. The end of labor is to gain leisure. The greatest virtues are those which are most useful to other persons. The least initial deviation from the truth is multiplied later 1,000-fold. To give away money is an easy matter and in any man's power, but to decide to whom to give it and how large and when and for what purpose and how is neither in every man's power nor an easy matter. Excellence is an art won by training and habituation. The only stable state is the one in which all men are equal before the law. Quality is not an act, it is a habit. Man is a goal-seeking animal, his life only has meaning if he is reaching out and striving for his goals. The most perfect political community is one in which the middle class is in control and outnumbers both of the other classes. Nature does nothing in vain. The only way to avoid criticism is to do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Wise men speak when they have something to say. Fools speak because they have to say something. Excellence is never an accident, it is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. The educated differ from the uneducated, as much as the living differ from the dead. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. All men by nature desire to know. We make war that we may live in peace. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. The most important relationship we can all have is the one you have with yourself. The most important journey you can take is one of self-discovery. He who has overcome his fears will truly be free. The soul never thinks without a picture. Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting the bodies. If liberty and equality, as is thought by some, are chiefly to be found in democracy, they will be best attained when all persons alike share in government to the utmost. Be a free thinker and don't accept everything you hear as truth. Be critical and evaluate what you believe in. The weak are always anxious for justice and equality. The strong pay no heed to either. It is our choice of good or evil that determines our character, not our opinion about good or evil. Courage is the first virtue that makes all other virtues possible.